Hi. I want to say that I first saw this look done by my bestest bud, Jkissa, who killed this greasy eyeball thing, and when I saw it, I just fell in love with it, and I had to do it, and it speaks to my industrial, messy, dark soul. After lots of Googling, I now know that wet shadow looks have been done a lot, but she's still totally the reason that I got intro to this style, and she's the best. So this look is inspired by the amazing Jkissa. Links to her work will be in the description box below. Today's background is the door from the Paranormal Activity video, complete with Mikey monsters hiding behind it. So fancy. And yes, I'm tan today. I felt like switching it up for this look. Okay, let's do it. No matter your skin tone, start with a neutral brown that is 2 to 3 shades darker than you. Blend that over a large area covering your lid, crease, and a bit above. You'll see these steps are very similar to my video on how to do a basic smoky eye, so if you find that you need more tips, check that video out too, it's linked down below. Actually, this look is like if my basic smoky eye and my 90s grunge look had an oily baby. Like the 90s grunge look, smoke out the bottom lash line generously. This look isn't subtle, so you might as well go big and blended or go home. Unless you're already home, like me, in which case just stay there and keep blending. She doesn't like it when I dance, because she's jealous of my moves. Next, find an eyeshadow color that most closely represents your personality, and blend it over a similar but slightly smaller area than the brown from the last step. My best quick tips for blending out dark colors like this and to avoid raccoon vibes is to 1. Have a good brush to do it. My favorite brushes are made by Morphe, Sigma, and Smith. This one is a Smith 230 brush. 2. Make sure it's a natural hair brush as opposed to synthetic. Synthetic is much better for quote-unquote wet products like concealers, foundation, grease paints, etc., but natural hair brushes are much better for dry products to pick up a lot of product easily and blend it out well. 3. Be patient. Tutorials often cut around or speed up the process it takes to fully blend something out because of the time constraints, but it may take you longer than you expect it to. Just try not to blend into areas higher than you want it and keep doing little circles and swipes with your main and neutral colors until it looks as diffused as you want it. Now, I wanted this look to be massive. I even drew my eyebrows up higher than usual to accommodate some extra eyelid real estate. But all that blending left me with a ton of fallout on my cheeks. I'm not an eyes before base kind of gal because my trusty trick of flicking fallout away usually works like a charm, but today I learned why some makeup lovers are eyes before base people. I had to take off my cheek area and start over, and I still feel like I looked gray, but whatever. Gray skin is in, guys, didn't you know? Hashtag glowing gray skin. Don't forget to get smoky in black under that lower lash line. Also, don't do this. Like I said, guys, gray skin is trending. Don't knock it till you try it. Do your mascara. Dry for approximately 1 second. Add your lashes. And yes, I'm aware that my hands give away how I'm really a snowflake underneath, but you know, what can you do? Besides learn how to apply fake tan better. I'm trying. These lashes are crazed from Flutter Lashes, by the way. I love them, and they're from the cheaper line. To make my gray skin a little more rosy, I'm actually using blush. Now, I'm moving on to the rest of the face because I wanted to save the greasy eyeball part for last, but alas, even in normal contour and highlight, I cannot escape the gray skin. I seriously don't understand how this kept happening. I used that same brush to contour my cheeks a second before and it was fine! I'm just too trendy, I guess. So anyway, after another fun cleanup, I used Anastasia Beverly Hills Mimosa Highlight from the Gleam Glow Kit, and oh my god, I love my pale skin, but I gotta say, I'm envious of how easy it is to get an amazing highlight on tanner complexions. This color doesn't even show up on me when I'm my normal pasty self. I'm nude, you guys. Not literally, obviously. I'm nude, meaning that's the same name of the lip color I'm using for this look. This is by Jeffree Star, and it is perfect for pairing this with a super heavy smoky eye if you want to keep the eyes the focus. But then, I'm taking the most magical white liquid lipstick, Drug Lord, also by Jeffree Star, and placing that in the center of my lips for a really sexy pale ombre effect. If you've seen my video on the fastest and easiest way to do an ombre lip, you know that white is my secret weapon, so I am mega happy that Jeffree made a white liquid lipstick so I can still do my ombre thing with the added benefit of making it non-transferable and long-lasting. Okay, on to what makes this look more than just a huge smoky eye. I'm taking both a medium consistency clear lip gloss and a super thick black lip gloss. This is Raven from House of Beauty, because I wanted to experiment with which one would give me a better result. I heard complaints that this look is hard to wear because the colors all end up sitting in the crease eventually, which makes sense, but I thought using a thicker pigmented gloss might help prevent that, and I was correct. I used the black gloss first, laying it down mainly on the lid and tapping it out a little in the crease, and then I used a little bit of the clear gloss on top to give it an extra shine. It did settle in the crease a bit eventually, but it still looked great, and because of the black gloss, it stayed looking extra dark on the lid, so I ain't even mad. One more thing to keep in mind with this look, I recommend wearing lashes with a solid thick band for this because it's an extra preventative step to make sure you don't end up with any gloss in your eyeballs. If you pick a gloss that's at least a medium thick consistency and you don't overdo it with the application, there's no reason it should get in your eye anyway, but in the interest of being a little extra cautious, the solid banded lashes will help. Overall, I just love how this looks. It's so simple, but it's so interesting at the same time. If I could only choose one glam look for the rest of my life, it might be this. Then, oh my gosh, the fun doesn't stop here. I gotta take a sec to thank the sponsor of this week's video because the very first hair tutorial ever on the Glam&Gore channel is being brought to you by Numi. I'm gonna tell you a bit about their curl gel while I do my hairs because I really use it and I really love it, and partnering with things that you love is something that I think most people would admit is an awesome thing to be able to do. So let's make some hair magic. So I've got this here fancy case drawn that holds everything that comes with Numi's Curl Jam set. It's a straightener plus this little curling iron bottom which holds 3 interchangeable tourmaline-infused ceramic barrels, and they are 3 different sizes so that you can do a ton of different styles with the same base. Now, I'm not a hairstylist, so this little hair tutorial is just based off what I do personally. Lots of people are always asking me how I curl it and style it, especially now with a side shave and extensions, so hopefully this will help a lot of you, but trust me, it's real basic. Because ain't nobody got time for complicated hair when you're spending all your time on complicated makeup. I choose a larger size barrel when I want loose, kinda curled, kinda wavy hair, and I use smaller sizes for more standard curls, ringlets, or when I'm doing pinup kind of looks. I section my hair really lazily, because like I said, ain't nobody got time, by just putting the upper half of my hair in a clip and leaving the bottom down. For the bottom half, I take pretty big sections, about yay big, and wrap the hair around the barrel, holding it at the ends. This set does come with a handy dandy hand protector glove so you don't burn yourself, but I live life on the edge. While we look at this oh-so-satisfying time-lapse, let me tell you a bit more about the Curl Jam perks. These babies heat up to 410 degrees Fahrenheit and have 600% more negative ion technology, which is fancy talk for stuff that'll make your curls less frizzy, more glossy, and even though most girls hate this word, moist. I know, I'm sorry. If you guys want to save some doll hairs for your real hairs, get ready, because I got some codes coming at ya! To get any styling set for 99 bucks with free argan oil and free US shipping, use the code GLAM. For any classic wand for 39 bucks with free US shipping, use the code, can you guess it, GORE. Yep. All that jazz will be in the description below if you forget. When the bottom half is curled, I start taking small sections from the top and curling those. I do the top a little differently because that's the part that you mainly see, so listen up. For starters, I use slightly smaller sections so that I create more volume up top, which you'll see I'm all about. Then for the curls that sit in the front of my face and the very top, I'll do that thing that people do when they want their curls to be extra bouncy and fabulous, and I roll them back up after taking them off the wand, and I secure them with a Robert pin. Get it? Okay, that was a stupid trick. Anyway, I secure it with a bobby pin so that it can stay all curled while it cools. Then, depending on how I'm feeling, I'll either brush out the curls, run my fingers through them, not touch them at all, or in this case, I just kind of zhuzh them around and separate them a bit. I like how silky they were looking, and when I brush them out, I find that the curls kind of lose their shine. Then starts the back combing. I pretty much always back comb my hair, especially now that I have a side shave, because 1, it's a great way to balance out a 5 head, and 2, my hair is super thin and lays very flat if I don't. But I don't back comb it in any fancy way. In fact, I kind of back brush it instead of back comb. I find using a brush to be faster and much easier to use now that I have these little beaded extensions in. The tease doesn't last as long, but I'm not usually out for more than a few hours when I do my hair like this anyway, so it works for me. Because of my extensions, I have to tease my hair below the beads, which are pretty grown out at this point, so I'm not teasing at the root, which honestly makes it difficult for me to get a nice big rat's nest going on under there for maximum height, and it's one of the biggest reasons I've decided I'm not a fan of these extensions and will probably already have them removed by the time you see this video. But yeah, I tease the crap out of my hair and I spray it as I go. I tease all over the top, at the crown, and all the way down the part of my side shave, usually, so that it has that sexy profile, but I can't do that either with the extensions. Womp womp. The last thing I do is usually give the very front top a good tease with a big section of hair, brush out and smooth the very front of it, and then I shape the curls to fall in a way that I like that frames my face. Then, naturally, douse yourself in hairspray. And that is the final makeup and hair look. This is the most involved glam tutorial I ever done, but I hope you learned something new or were otherwise amused by my voiceover ramblings. Tell me in the comments below what hair or makeup style you'd wear every day if you had to pick only one for the rest of your life. Love you, zombies. Toodles! Ooh, I didn't even know my face could do that. Why on the focus?
Why am not focused?
It's 4 a.m. and I'm yelling. I'm not lying, I'm not exaggerating. 4. Wow, I just touched this so that it would focus. Focus.
I bet my neighbors love me.